Welcome one, welcome all to Overwatch. I am super excited to be back post-spring break. Everyone feeling refreshed, rejuvenated, and getting back into the server. First game of the week, like I just said, Overwatch 2. Actually, dropping the 2, it's just Overwatch. But we are getting right into it. UJ versus West Virginia Wesleyan. Starting out on Lijiang Tower. UJ rolling out with the Reinhardt comp. This is a new look from them. And some new looks, new faces on the other end as well. Mizuki on the side of West Virginia. And Yentime is going to be posted up at this first choke point. It's going to be difficult to go through, but lots of damage onto that Reinhardt, so got to get healed up. It's a Mei on the other end, so getting past this choke is going to be difficult for Wesleyan. Here comes the Reaper, tries to make the approach. There's that wall. Does get the stop, and here comes the resource now from Wesleyan. Flooding through. Yentime a little bit stuck out in the open. The field is going to keep him alive for a minute, but there's no kills on the side of UJ. It's damage, but no kills. Trying to get out Verberai, does manage to escape. The Reaper 1v1 in the back line gets the diff, but that is a lack of a tank diff there. No tank for UJ means that they are not going to take this one, so Zach stalling for some time on the point, but he is going to go down eventually. And UJ fall on the first hurdle. Lots of damage though, Yentime racking up 74% on that Shatter. On the other side, it's Mizzle D on the Sojourn, 81% towards the rail. And Verberai, an early pick found in the Reaper. Great flank. Gonna give them a man advantage early on. No Sojourn to play with, and that was the ult coming online as well. So Yentime now 90%, closest one to the ult. Shout used early, it's Verberai on the flank yet again, forcing out those resources. Here comes the Shatter, online now for UJ. He isn't gonna get thrown down yet. Zach finds another kill, so DPS dips coming online. Here's Yentime looking for the Shatter, it's a nice wall. Keeps them locked down, a great pin against it. UJ's gonna clean this one up. Despite the pin from Mizuki, it's a nice field, and Agent keeps his tank alive. Blizzard committed for UJ, but it's a clean up crew. Great ult from UJ to confirm this, and it's a team wipe. Just Mizzle D standing still. And it's 9 ults on the field this next fight, so it's going to be a complete ult dump. And in these kind of fights, the team that goes first tends to win. Lots of damage, so much damage done in fact, and the field is just late. Is UJ going to try and use ults to bring this one back? Here comes the beat. Speed amp as well to try and push through. Zach finds the headshot, gets it done, and the Death Blossom in the back. Gonna put Mizzle D down to 1 HP and gets the kill, so UJ does, they have what it takes in this round. Reaper through the window, gonna do so much damage, and actually so much damage coming the other way. It's just Reinhardt here to save the day against that Junker Queen. Still has the Shatter online. In the meantime though, that was 3 ults committed for UJ and only 1 on the side of Wesleyan, so they're gonna come back with superior firepower. The closer respawn as well. Yentime keeps his Shatter, but it's double support ults, double DPS off the back of that fight. UJ now gonna have to play it slower, rebuild a little bit, look for some picks before they can even attempt this fight. Or try and run it down fast, get those ults out. You never know though, Earth Shatter can be a one and done ultimate, can win you the fight solo. Kiriko found. That is a huge kill to find, but now it's ults on the other end. Can UJ hold strong? Death Blossom takes down Kanak Attack. The pin, it goes down as well, and Zach throws down the Blizzard in a last-ditch attempt. It's going to find players in the Blizzard, but this damage is just not here. Verberai, the only player left remaining. He's going to try and survive. Trying to TP out, but it's just not enough. That was 3 ults used for Wesleyan now, though, so just the Kiriko ult. That Kitsune rush, and Yentime switching over to the Junker Queen mirror. Sojourn taken down very low, forced to use her slide to escape, and the shift as well to keep that player up. Verberai getting taken down low, forcing out the Wraith. Good resource, but Kanak Attack goes down on his own. Zach with 1 HP finds the insane headshot there. Tries to keep it going on the Reaper. Low HP on that player. UJ with a little bit of resources on the point, but it's the back line going down in the back. Junker Queen, ult comes through for Wesleyan. Damage on the point, Reaper Wraith forced out. Kanak Attack and Yentime trying to get it done 2v3 on the point. Knack Attack getting pressure out, and this is Reaper, no Wraith. TP out though. They just can't find the damage sustained enough over a period of time against these players. Yam Time 1v4 now on the point. It's looking desperate. 99% for Wesleyan. And despite switching over to the Tracer, Zach is going to go down quick. Lamp comes through. Tries to keep Agent up for a little bit longer. No ult to be found. Verberai 40%. That Mizuki down very low. And so nice attempt from UJ to keep it going there, but the ults, that big ult dump fight, UJ took the win off of it, but too costly. A 4-for-1 ult trade. Signed their death warrant in the end, so going down 0-1 against West Virginia.
More to do, more to learn.
And for those of you who have been following us, this is the first week of group play, meaning that this team, high potential for a rematch if if both teams make it to playoffs. And the other thing, this is a best of 5, so we're done with the best of 3s, into the full-size series. And UJ back in a much more familiar look. This Diva, Lucio, Kiri. These are the kind of comps that they've looked most comfortable on, and these next 2 points, these are going to be the maps that are most comfortable for it. Echo Diva versus the Pharah. Going to provide a good matchup for UJ as well. And Zach immediately looking to mark this Pharah. Great team play. That Tracer in the backline as well, but it's actually Agent who goes down. So Mizzle D, great job staying alive against this assault of UJ, and despite the initial promise of the team comps and of that hit from UJ, it's actually going to be going the way of West Virginia. And it's Roadhog on the other end, maybe looking to try and get some hooks off the side of the map. But against this hyper mobile comp, it's going to be difficult for West Virginia to capitalize off of anything of that. Verberai baiting out a lot of resources over to the side. Here comes Yam Time, trying to confirm this kill on the Diva. UJ, great job recognizing the target. Yam Time has to get bailed out, but he does. That Kiriko TP, great job at it. Little mini health pack as well. So much damage in this room though, and the assistance, the backup isn't here for UJ. So early pick, but can't find the confirmation of it. And yeah, West Virginia, that Pharah swaps over to Soldier 76, giving up the ult charge. And despite these fights going the way of West Virginia, ult economy is looking rather even. 80% on the DPS ults, Yam Time at 80% as well. It's only the supports that are lacking behind for UJ. Verberai looking to pressure out this left side again, looking to bait out these resources. Zach finds the early kill on Soldier against the hit scan. Reaper taken down low as well, but UJ is looking very solid here. Does have to focus down the squishies, and here it is. Kiriko, Knack Attack, nice shot onto the Reaper player on the other end as well. With just Mizuki on point. UJ's going to finish off Hit Squad and cap the point. So 74%, it's not ideal, and that hook off the map actually does go through on the Diva, catching them on the fly. But it's going to be a trade 1-for-1. Hit Squad and Yam Time both sent back to the respawn, so no tanks on the field. And Knack Attack actually looking to go speed his little buddy over. Zach's got to stay alive in the meantime. Does do good on it. And Mizzle D playing Mystery Heroes onto the Mei. Zach is in the power position here, but he gets hooked out of it. UJ now have to make it work without their Echo. And these kills just come through too fast for West Virginia. So Pulse Bomb on the ground isn't going to find anything. Yam Time opts to save the mech. Probably is going to be the right decision ultimately. Verberai can stall out for a second here and make it so that UJ get another fight. However, that was only one ult spent for UJ, so Verberai's going to go match the Reaper. Going to have a good matchup into the Roadhog, potentially just be able to pump damage into there, stall out the point pressure. Still pressuring that left side, so hook baited. Yam Time now with the ult, goes in fast. Here comes this Roadhog ult. UJ has to retreat and come out, so it's actually going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Mizuki goes down, and here's the Kitsune Rush. That's going to be the difference maker, UJ. Kill feed floods with blue, and it's Yam Time, going to be the cleanup crew. So great Kitsune Rush, gets UJ through that tough spot. Roadhog ult spent on the other side, so it was 1-for-1. Now they've got to contend with the double support ults, though. Knack Attack building the beat, this is going to be the key. Can UJ survive the Kitsune Rush and the Mizuki ult? Playing forward, I really like this from them. Yamtime trying to bait some ults out early. Lots of resources baited out early, so Yamtime's going to get forced to use this thing. But that beat, the Ajax, is horrendous. Yamtime is going to be coming back though, and there's still kills to be found for UJ. Mizuki taken down low, ult on the point. Can UJ find any of these kills? It's going to be scrappy. It's going to be tight. Reaper, or actually Zach on the Junker Queen rather, is going to get it done. Great nades onto the Kiri, and it's the 2 versus 1, so UJ is going to survive. Zach, the hero of this play, swapping over to the Junker Queen on the copy. And yeah, hit squid actually very low, getting saved a little bit by that wall. Kanak Attack looking for the boot, gets it. So that Mei goes down in her final moments, throws the Blizzard onto the point, but it's not going to find anybody. Kanak Attack full safety from his teammates, and now it's West Virginia scrambling. Mizuki trying to touch point, gets TP'd back. There's no ults available here, and it's Reaper on the point. He's going to get taken down. UJ are 1 up in this second map. This final fight to determine it, and Mizuki has fallen off the map. UJ close it out off the back of some great ults.
Score 1.
And I'm going to lose my voice if I keep talking like this. But I love it. 1-1 on our first map. UJ making the adaptations, and West Virginia trying their best as well. This Mizzle D on the DPS. Constant switching, trying to get an edge up over UJ. But then Verberai switching over to the Reaper, marking the Roadhog a little bit, making it difficult for him to do what he wants.
Hi.
And now we'll see. This Symmetra, is he going to opt to just TP out and switch over to, you know, the hero he really wants to play, or do we see him play Symmetra permanently? We do see teams play Sim on this map sometimes. Take out the, you know, the high ground, get onto the point, but it is going to be a switch back over to the Reaper. So Zach on the Echo immediately looking to find some poke damage, but it's double hit scan on the other side. So the Echo is going to be significantly more difficult. Looking to play over Matra kind of rush style is Wesleyan. Agent forced to, you know, fall back, but this is good space for UJ, or it would be if Verberai was able to contend. Zach now on the back line looks to find an equalizer and does manage it. Health back, so folks on the 1v1 actually looking very solid. Zach's going to give UJ a great chance to actually fight this, and Verberai is going to be coming back as well. Yamtime has to stay alive, and it's Zach again shows up in the kill feed, and again, just a one-man army tears through Wesleyan, and going to get, you know, a owning share in that kill on Kiri as well. So Zach, 94% on his ult after that first fight, and it showed in the kill feed. We saw what he can do. Yamtime doing a good job of staying alive there as well, so the whole team kind of making up for that early man loss. Kanak Attack and Agent well past their peers on the other side in terms of ult advantage. Some nice dinks as well. Kanak Attack building that beat quickly, opting to stay on heal. And this could be a huge difference maker for UJ. Beat is generally much better than Mizuki ult. Oh, that TP is brutal as well. UJ is just going to clean up the back line here. Kanak Attack, a little bit of a struggle, but does get it done in the end. So UJ traded out backlines there. Verberai went in solo 1v2, ordered to distract the back or the front line of Wesleyan while their backline was trapped in there. Yamtime's going to get his mech back, and now we've got the double support ults for UJ. So let's see how they decide to use these. Beat, going to be good, going to catch all 5 players of UJ. Verberai missing out on that actually, but Zach finds the kill. So this is going to be a great conversion. 1 ult spent for UJ, and it's going to be a clean fight. Yamtime, is he going to go up and confirm this? Yes, he is. Verberai and Yamtime, the dynamic duo. Fantastic macro play from UJ so far. And now, this is where it gets a little bit difficult, though. We've spent the beat. When all 5 ults come out to play on the other side, what can UJ get done? Early Mizuki ult. How do they opt to play around this? Kanak Attack is going to go down, punched out by Hit Squid. So it's going to be a counter Kitsune rush. UJ try and make something of this. It's going to be Agent getting over the point. Yamtime finds 1 kill, and it's going to be another, actually. Yamtime trying to play in the Kitsune rush, going to get a lot of damage done. Is there any way that they can actually make this a win, though? Yamtime isn't going to go for the DMech, the self-destruct, rather. So that Kiri rush ultimately ill-fated, but does buy them a couple extra percentage. However, on the other side, Wesleyan only used that Mizuki ult. That early Mizuki ult was enough. Cassidy taken down super low. Zep cool guy. Gets hit by the nades as well, but just bailed out by his supports. So it's the DPS ults now here for UJ coming to play. Gonna have to find an early pick, and it's an early dupe. Zach on the Ramatra. This is so much damage, but is he gonna be able to stay alive? legging out the game even. Verberai finds a kill in the background, and it is the ults for the DPS that get it done. UJ, it's still scrappy. I think they have this though. Connect Attack and Agent just have to find a way to get over and regroup with Verberai. It's a 2v2 on point. Mizuki exposed and vulnerable if they can find an angle on him. And here it is, Mizuki on the point. Verberai 1 versus 1, gets chained in. Does survive though, Connect Attack evading and dodging as well. Gets taken down eventually, so now it's back to an almost full 5v5 fight. Low HP across the point. Zach can't quite find it with the default range extending beam. Booped off the map, and it's so much low HP over here. Yam Time on the back of these supports. Can't find it, needs to go back to help his team, but it's just too much damage. UJ is going to get taken down eventually. And resetting these ults. It's just going to be Kiri Rush on the board early. Mizuki might get a chance to throw his name in the board too. But this is dangerous now for UJ. Really entering into one fight territory here. Not much chance to mess up, but also no ults on the field to play with just yet. They're going to have to spend time to build these. And I don't know if they're going to realize that. What's the state of affairs in the Wesleyan economy? That's what's flowing through UJ's comms right now. Zach looking to poke out this back line. Try to find an opportunity. Lots spent here on this flank. If he stays alive, it's going to be good. Here's the Kitsune Rush, but Zach gets taken down. In the meantime, Yam Time has lost his mech, and it's all going to fall apart for UJ off the back of that Kitsune Rush, the difference maker for Wesleyan in this first map. It's a great game one, but UJ falls. And yeah, great play from both teams. A super close game. If this is the kind of quality we can expect from you know, the rest of the season, I think that bodes well for us viewers. We're going to be eating good. We even got to see the Reinhardt whipped out. But a 2-1 map 1 off the back of their first game since spring break. And we are going to go to a quick intermission. We'll be back for map 2 momentarily. And we're back. UJ versus Wesleyan. West Virginia Wesleyan, round 2. West Virginia going up 1-0 in the series. UJ going to Kings Row. Back on the same Diva comp, but up against the Doomfist this time. So this was the ban from UJ last round. Burberai, early pick onto the back line. Widowmaker taken down. Knack Attack, very low 1 HP, but it looks like UJ is going to be favored here. Focusing up on this Mizuki. Zach with a nice headshot. Here going the back line as well, so it's just Agent. Nice little dodges, staying alive there. Fancy feet. Keeps UJ in it. And Knack Attack is going to have more than enough time to get back. So Zach already on 76, 6-7, 6-7. Ult charge up here. No one able to match that. It's going to be a sim swap. Burberai forced to recall. Nice little punch. And this Doomfist is scary. If you've seen UJ's earlier preseason games, struggled a little bit against Doomfist comps. Time going to get punched into the back line as well. So demeched and taken down. Zach 94 ult charge. If he gets a chance to pop his ult, he might opt to go for it, but no. Taken down too early, so UJ forced back onto the drawing board. And it's a full team wipe.
Come on, Vivian.
Gonna give West Virginia a chance to stabilize up front here. Try and take some space. Yeah, UJ's gonna let them. Doesn't want to overcommit to anything. Zach getting set up on this angle. Doomfist really wants to deny this hit squad going deep. But ultimately has to get forced back. Gonna come in again, go for the punch, and actually gets it on the fall down from the slide. So Zach gets taken down early. Great shot from Hit Squid. Cleaning that up. Agent taken down low. Reads the Suzu out actually, and getting rewarded for it a little bit. Goes down in the end. Dude, trying to find trades here, but Stagger is not looking ideal. Time trying to go deep on Diva. The Mercy kill comes through though, so UJ still have to regroup. Still yet to find a real fight here. And here come the switches. Baptiste and Arissa up against this Doomfist. So opting not to go for the dive for dive. Gonna be a smart against this Kiriko Mizuki. Gonna make it difficult to actually get an approach here. Taking down these turrets now. And this is where UJ could get really stalled out. We've seen them have some trouble with perma-staggering. Can they find what they need to actually push through this? Reaper taken down low. It's Kitsune Rush, it's Pulse Bomb, and it is overclocked. We've been sitting on this overclock for a minute. On the other side, it's a Kitsune Rush as well, and we're building to these other ults. So here comes the overclock. Zach popping it. Taken down in the backline, the Death Blossom, but here goes Zach. Headshot after headshot. Gets taken down. So again, it's going to be scrappy. It's going to come down to the last fights, and the Suzu can't come through, so it's just Burberai with any kind of kill potential. And this Kitsune Rush never gets popped. So Wesleyan is going to make it all the way through second point with little to no resistance from UJ. Knack Attack up top on the Baptiste now. Gets taken down by the Doomfist. Just too far up in general. Hit Squid taking advantage of that from UJ. Haven't had a full 5v5 fight. So Knack Attack over onto the Brigitte. Trying to just make life a little bit easier. So Time, a good spear. Gonna give UJ some signs of life and a wall. UJ's gonna play through this, completely disrespecting these ults from Wesleyan, and it's gonna be a good play if they can make it work. Here come the matched Kitsune rushes, and Kanoa goes down, and it's just all the kills found for Wesleyan. Too many ults, too many players on the board here for UJ to handle. And it's going to be a scramble, a mad dash onto the point. I don't know if they're going to make it, especially Time getting that late spawn. Going to be late to the party. Burberai is going to have a chance to touch, so hindered on the Mizuki. Does stall at the point for a second. Just enough time for Zach to get involved. Time. This has to be the play. Arissa all on the field. Nothing found yet, but some space made maybe. That goes down, and it's just Knack Attack, just Time. This is going to be it, unless Burberai can have something to say in a 1 versus 4, but if not, this is Wesleyan looking dominant in the second map. 3 minutes and 12 seconds remain. So UJ still struggling with a bit of the staggering woes that we saw from them in the preseason.
Switching sides.
Something to work on. But this offense is where they've looked stronger. So if there's any hope for, any Jimmys watching, This is where it's going to come. So we'll see if any adaptations are made, any kind of swaps.
Ready for
And immediately, yeah, onto the Zarya. Zac over to Widowmaker, Verberai, and Pharah. We'll see what they opt to go for. Here's Ana Brig on the menu. So a different backline style from UJ. And those nades can just permanently be thrown into Suzu's. And if you're baiting out Suzu, that makes Kiriko a lot weaker, but you're also making Ana a lot weaker with no anti-nade, so it's going to be a trade-off. All depends on Agent being able to actually land those nades.
Then you blow them up especially.
Meanwhile,
5,
Wesleyan running the exact same comp.
2,
Here's Hit Squid.
1.
Camped out right outside the UJ spawn. Not actually going to be able to do much when they're standing in there. So here's Zac with some opportunities. Shooting gallery for him. Opts not to waste any more time. Just going to be swapping over here. Still waiting. There we go. Onto the Vendetta. So Vendetta Zarya composition. These can be pretty scary to deal with. Against a mobile comp like this, it's really going to rely on Zac to be able to get in and do what he wants. This Symmetra potentially going to be a difficult target to take down. And a lot of CC applied to the Doomfist there. Hit Squid. UJ going to be going in. Zac pushes through with the Vendetta, and it's a two-man advantage. No tank, no Doomfist, no hit squad for Wesleyan. And here's Yamtime taking that hotel flank. It's going to be brutal. Zac just tearing through the back line. And UJ, early fight win. Forces that Doomfist to make a mistake, and then immediately punishes it. West Virginia might look to go for a recontest, though, and here they are. Zac, perfect position to cut down this Mizuki. Bubble offers some extra support, and yeah, backline completely shredded. So UJ looking to match Wesleyan's pace, just this Reaper to stall it out. And they're going to take this point. Little resistance. 3 swaps over from the West Virginia side, over to Bastion, over to Cat, over to Junker Queen, and over to Cass. So a full anti-Vendetta campaign launched against UJ. This flying Bastion takes down Verberai. And this is a scary prospect. Jetpack Cat with a flying Bastion form. Not something that UJ is going to be used to seeing. Another form coming up. Mizzle peeking around the corner. But UJ has cover here, so there's going to be a lot less to actually be done here. Especially this Bastion form is going to end. It's going to allow UJ to just go in. Here comes Zac. Vendetta with the bubble. Still a really difficult challenge to pass through here. Jetpack Cat flying in the air. It's going to be difficult. Verberai with the far ult. Looks to make something happen. Sleep Dart thrown up from UJ. No targets found. Verberai on the flank. Can UJ survive this long enough for this flank to come through? Here it is! And it is glorious! Verberai cuts down 2, does the damage for Yamtime, and now it's just this fight in the backline. Jetpack Cat gets taken down, and it's just the tank. So UJ keeps this push moving off of just a far ult and switches from the other side. Equalize that ult economy disadvantage. Zave onto the Soldier, so double hit scan. Continuing to mount a campaign of hatred against this Vendetta Zarya and against this Pharah as well. Trying to make Verberai's life as difficult as possible. It's good ults coming online for UJ though, and Wesleyan has to make the difficult approach up here. Grav could be devastating. Doesn't come through just yet. Bubble goes through instead. Nano, here's the Grav, and Zac is going to cut through them all. So another 2 ult investment for UJ, but it pays dividends. Looking to match Wesleyan's pace if they can keep this speedrun tempo up. 4 minutes 45 on the clock for them to push through to this final choke point. And no swaps this time from Wesleyan, but it is 4 ults. We saw this in the previous game. West Virginia Wesleyan with 4 ults, looking about as deadly as any team with 4 ults would be. Bastion ult thrown out first. Little effectiveness from UJ, and Verberai actually gets the pick onto the Kiriko as well, so Applejack's taken down off of a boot kill. The Junker Queen all coming through, but Zac is looking to deal some damage. Jetpack Cat can stall on the point, but that's all that she can do. So Kanak Attack with the rally is going to have to hustle back to point. But UJ's going to get this cart progress moving. It's a Reinhardt switch from Wesleyan. Don't know what to think about this. But either way, it's definite ult advantage in favor of UJ. Some great damage from Verberai, but the Kitsune Rush gonna do the job. Gonna do the trick for Wesleyan. Verberai making the smart decision, reset that fight. Unfortunately, doesn't catch the respawn, but you know, the quick fox jumps over the lazy dog, as they say. Kara can make it back to the point. Translating. Don't know if they hear this Reinhardt. Bastion's swinging out with the form. And yeah, they don't hear the Reinhardt, but doesn't actually get the kill that they wanted. That will also do the trick, though. So unfortunate, you know, trade there. But here come the rest of the ults for UJ, and they're still going to walk away from this with a fight win. It's a 2-for-1 trade. And Zach really looking to follow up on his Jetpack Cat. Health pack taken, but it's not going to be enough. Reaper, only man left in the point. But this is actually stalling a lot of time for Wesleyan. But these trades are going to be the one that UJ wants to remember. Bastion actually gets the finishing blow over onto Zach, which is going to be a tough pill to swallow. Now it's really difficult to continue this advance. So UJ sent back to the drawing board. And Wesleyan now confirm their solid advantage going into the extra rounds, if we make it there. Bastion all kind of just sent out again. I don't think they could find Agent. Hide-and-seek champion. Avoids that Bastion. Can sometimes be a free kill onto Ana. Although in this instance, with the Zarya bubble, you would hope that wouldn't come through. Ult economy looking desolate. It's just a nano, but we're building up to a grab, a shatter. Reaper ult on the other side. Zach kind of sent out his ult as well, so not too much to work with. He's going to go down with the overhead slash onto this Reaper. No wraith available for this player, so looks to take advantage. Feels forced to back up. Looking for this Jetpack Cat. They are going to find her, but can they confirm this kill? Here comes the shatter. And it's a kill found the other way. 2 kills actually found the other way. So if UJ can stabilize, they can make this, turn this around. And they actually are going to Yamtime and Zach, just that dynamic duo on the Vendetta comp. Super difficult to deal with, and this grab might be the final nail in the coffin. Reaper teleport onto the point. Is there an ult available? There is! And so Wesleyan make it work. They use what's left of their economy, but unless UJ has something crazy here, which Kanak Attack seems to think that they do. Verberai as well, trying to confirm this. 2 kills found with the Farah barrage, but 2 more needed.
We're still redeploying.
So pretty heavy investment from both teams there. However, Graviton Surge and Vendetta ult, what is this called? I don't remember. But this fight still favors UJ in terms of the economy. You would have loved to win it right there, though, if you were UJ. So confirm that extra time. And yeah, getting forced back a little bit, that Doomfist punch. Zach forced to knock off, regain his options. And actually gets taken down. Reaper shot to the back deals significant damage. This Bastion ult once again going to be thrown out there. Not likely to do too much damage, especially good support. Bubble onto Verberai, healed up to full. And this grab is going to have to be big now. 20 seconds to make it onto the point, and that cart has been slowly walking back all the progress that UJ is just building up to. Here's the grab. It is good. UJ is going to get 2 kills off of it. They have to survive this, though. It's going to be a Kitsune rush onto the point for Wesleyan. Does buy them 2 kills, 3 kills now. We're into a 2 versus 2. Zach, ult available. Gonna have to find some damage onto this Doomfist. Gets the kill. Half HP Doomfist and Jetpack Cat now on the point. Zach struggling to find the kill. It's difficult onto that Jetpack Cat. Manages to get the sideways slash there. It's gonna be super good, and the nano comes through. Zach is just gonna be ripping and tearing Doom style onto this team. 4K for him. And UJ take it to the last second, but unless this Doomfist has any 1 versus 5 heroics, it is going to be a point capture for UJ. And the ult actually gets him off the point for long enough. So UJ, despite a super solid attack on the first 2 points, struggle to finish out in the third. But, you know, with this game mode, it will be fighting for a tie, I believe, UJ. So Wesleyan looking for a single tick on the point to confirm this win. UJ on the other end looking to hold them off, keep it to a 1-0 series rather than a 0-0.
Ready for battle.
And they're going to go up
Stay
to...
sharp. It's harder to keep
They're
you
going to opt
alive
to...
when you
Actually, no, they
distract.
are going to stick with what was working in the beginning. Verberai off the far over to
Time is
Freya.
money,
Going to
they
make it
say.
easier against this double
And
hit
I'm not
scan.
keen on wasting either.
And what is Yam Time
We will
looking
crush
for? It
them.
is a Zarya. So yes, continuing with the Zarya Vendetta. Worked very, very well for them on this first point attack. Looking to make a repeat performance on the defense. It would be a legendary hold. 3 minutes to stave off the attack. And onto Ana Brig as well, into this Doomfist.
2, 1.
So the Freya and the Ana together, combined, might have a better chance against this Jetpack Cat, actually being able to deal some damage to her. But forced on the low ground immediately is not going to be ideal. Agent is going to be out of the fight for a minute. Meanwhile, Yam Time could really love some of that healing, taken down very low, and the Doomfist is putting in work, pressuring that Ana as well. So unless Zach can cut through the entire team on his lonesome, this is looking like it might just be over for map 2. Overhead slash gets whiffed as well. Bringing it up with the Fire Strike a little bit, but no, there's just not enough damage here. Going for the point, another overhead slash connects. Zach might find a kill in this Kiri, which would make it possible, but there's no one else there for UJ. So that first fight goes the way of Wesleyan, who put themselves up 2-0 in the series.
Play of the game.
Another great game from both teams. UJ faltering a little bit, as we have seen them do on these this map type. Staggering it pretty hard on the first point, or on the first round, rather, of their defense. And Mizzle D making it work on the Symmetra. So we'll be back with map 3 momentarily. Welcome back. UJ versus West Virginia Wesleyan.
5, 4,
We are
2, 1.
in Junkertown, New Junk City.
Initial flash.
UJ down 0-2 in this series, looking to make the reverse sweep happen. Lucio banned, so Kanak attack over to the Wuyang, a new look for him. And Zach still on this vendetta. So punched out. Early recall force from Verberai. Doomfist nowhere to be found on this right side, so UJ with some space to work with. Zach taken down low. Going to be dangerous for him and does get punished for the overextension. Can UJ confirm anything onto this Doomfist in the backline though? Very low, but the block available from Hit Squad keeps him up and actually takes down Kanoa as well. Connect attack down to 1. So Agent confirms the kill onto the jetpack cap, but that's all that UJ is going to be finding from this first fight. Verberai 50% halfway over to the Pulse Bomb already. Going to be topping the charts in terms of damage. Just barely beaten out by the enemy tank. West Virginia cap first. Typically these first points on these on this game mode makes it very difficult to actually come back and win the first point. Damage done, punch forced out from Doom, so Verberai, his job completed. Now gonna find a new angle to play from. Zach, no bubble given, gets taken down, so lots of damage found, but it can all get healed up. Time still holding on to both these bubbles. Gonna get taken down for it. So UJ struggling to make something work on this first comp, this first point. Not going their way. Verberai on the left side, Pulse Bomb in hand. No more recall, no more Pulse Bomb, and just a nice headshot as well found from Mizzle D. Ooh, and a predicted punch as well. Verberai falls victim to it. Just Zach on the point by his lonesome. Looking to swing, looking to get some damage done, but just nothing to be found here on this first point. So just an ult building exercise now for UJ, 71 for Time. And yeah, almost nobody on UJ with ults in hand coming into this next fight. Wesleyan much closer to building up theirs. We'll see if there's a switch, and there is. Cassidy and the Diva. So new looks from UJ. And this point in general going to be a bit more in the favor of that style. Oh, Verberai finding out early. It's not fun to be in the front line as a Tracer. We're low HP over here, dodging the Doomfist punch as well, and Verberai gets the confirm on his own chip. 8 seconds left until this point comes through, and UJ still locked in on taking out this Doomfist. Pulse Bomb finds the ground. Verberai 1 HP does get healed up, but they need to push this point. Otherwise, Wesleyan is going to start picking up damage. And here come the ults. Lots of ults dumped in for both teams here. Time going to get taken down. This cat escorts him off the map, and it's just Time on the point. Together with his team now. Great Suzu. Going to keep the entire squad alive, but nothing else can be found. The UJ stumble a little bit. They get that first pick and don't make the push needed. Too laser focused in on Hit Squad, doing a great job of drawing aggro from UJ. And again, no ultimates available coming into this next fight. On the other side, it's a Kitsune Rush, and it's Death Blossom. Deadly ults from Wesleyan. Hit Squad taking a bit of a beating though, down to half HP. Spear will put him even lower, forced to use the block. So UJ, opportunity to move forward here, but they just can't walk up. Goes for the hack on the Doomfist. Spear is what gets it done. So Verberai over to the Sombra is gonna find them an opening pick. But they have to actually make this happen now. And it's Time who wants to be the difference maker. Walking forward, signifying his presence, putting Zave into air jail. And it's 99%, but UJ is going to put their flag onto the point. And it's no ultimate spent from either team in that fight, but that's going to give UJ a chance to even the playing field. They're going to play back, force the Doomfist to engage, push a little bit farther than he would like. Zach onto the flashbang, onto the Cassidy. The walking flashbang. Does get the flash onto the Doomfist. Gonna put him very low. The Jetpack Cat taken down to 1 HP as well, but it's just no commitment on who we want to be shooting at from UJ. And so it's a lot of damage, but not so many kills. All of Wesleyan's focus being targeted directly towards, 1 or 2 players at once. UJ split a little bit more evenly amongst the rest of the team. Makes it difficult for them to really get anything done. And now UJ looking to reverse sweep, not only in the series, but in this map as well. It would be a full reverse sweep. It's a good spear, but their mental has to be better. It's a flashbang early onto the Doomfist. Gets taken down, and it's a nice focus of damage, just as I was saying that it wasn't quite there. Jetpack Cat taken down low, and it's a lot of crowd control for UJ. So Wesleyan really having a tough time, and the most Mickey Mouse Arista 3K I've ever seen. Shooting into low 1 HP players, but it gets it done, and a great EMP actually cancels Zave's Reaper ult there. So it's a 1-for-1 trade, and UJ's going to put their flag on this point as well. 4 ults now for UJ, their turn to dump. We'll see if they manage to space these out evenly enough. See where this Wuyang ult is going to go as well. Doomfist pushes into the back line of UJ. Not too much forced out, but Wesleyan making their advance on the point. Connect Attack doesn't expect the Reaper from the flank, and so it's ults from all around the board, but no kills for UJ. It's just damage. Yam Time gets 1, but that's all it's going to be. Berberai to find something on the way out, but he's just going to get taken down, staggering himself quite a bit. Should be able to catch up with Zach on the Cassidy, who also died late. And it's 62% for UJ, so one good, clean fight would put them in a great position to start this comeback.
I'll protect you.
Nakatek and the Wuyang has struggled to find opportunities to really get that damage up. These points haven't been quite towards his favor, and the AoE punch as well. Going to just deal significant damage to all of UJ, and yeah, that's going to put them into 1-fight territory. It isn't ult though, so if you're UJ, it's not all doom and gloom. But this Jetpack Cat ult is also going to be something to contend with. No real drop-off points off the map on this point. Central location, but could still escort someone off the premises. See how UJ respond. 88% counting. Someone's got to get on that point. It's going to be a Wuyang ult to allow Yam Time to do just that. Orisa ult on a point. Nobody quite in the radius though, unless they walk in. They look like they were tempting fate there. Reaper down to 1 HP. Doomfist down to 1 HP. Jetpack Cat going to get shot down to 1 HP as well, but no kills. It's all damage for UJ, and it's all disappointment as University of West Virginia Wesleyan take the series 3-0 versus UJ. And that will be GG's in the chat. That'll be UJ dropping to a 0-1 start in this season. And Hit Squad on the Doomfist looking dominant. And after a first map 1, UJ just can't find the energy to come back in. Can't find the answer to this Doomfist. Has been a problem for them in the past and looks to continue, so lots to learn from this game. Either way, though, that will be our Overwatch match for tonight. Stay tuned. We may be switching over to some Marvel Rivals, depending on what we're looking at for competition in that game. If there's maps still to play, we will be watching, so stay tuned. Beyond that, thank you guys for watching Overwatch. Thank you for being here, and take care of yourself. We will be live soon once more if there's more games to be had. Thank you, everybody. Good night.